Alright, it's Monday evening, back out in the garage. Gonna work on the GSR3 a little bit. Somehow in the process of whatever, I can't find the other two studs for the rocker arms. I don't know where they're at. I think probably what's gonna happen, I'm just gonna get some, part of the book I think it's 3/8 thread. I'm just gonna buy a piece of 3/8 all thread, cut a couple. If I do find them later, we'll swap them out. But anyway, in the interest of having like 6 days to finish this, we may just do that. I'm not holding my breath. I'm gonna get this done. In fact, I've already kind of decided I'm not, but I'm gonna keep pushing forward, see what happens. Anyway, the upper water tube had some pitting in it, so I mixed up some JB Weld, and I'm going to probably just to knock it down. Oh, I tweaked my back at work. Oh, I tagged on it. Scotch-Brite pad in the old zippy doodah. We'll buff that down and get it, you know, because I was just trying to fill in the low spots, especially on this end that has to go in there. I want a nice smooth sealing surface for that O-ring. We'll see how that goes. If that goes well with this one, getting this cleaned up, I may go ahead and Molly lube the O-rings and get those in, get those tubes in there, and maybe even that needs to go this way, like that. Yeah, get these in here and maybe go ahead and hang the water pump. I still think I'm going to break down and buy the 10SI alternator and just convert over to negative ground with an alternator, which means, and I'm going to replace this wire because it is super stiff, which means it's probably got the green powder cancer going on in there. We'll get that done. We'll clean up the rotor because I think it's got some overspray on it. Yeah, I'm going to keep plugging along best I can for tonight. As I say, my lower back, right in the middle of my back, right at my belt line, it is so tight I can't hardly. So I'm going to stand still, I'm fine. So anyway, we'll, what to do with the zippity doodah. Go ahead and put it in there. Oh, there it is. Get this out. Close them up a little bit. Anyway, I want to put you on a tripod and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to do something. Alright, I gave it a little test run. I think it's probably not going to be able to hear a thing I say, but I think this is going to work. I think it's going to work out pretty good. Yeah, the Scotch-Brite wheel is just taking off just the high spots and leaving it down in the pits. Anyway, good time. This particular Scotch-Brite's about half wore out, so it's not super aggressive. That's what we're looking for. Am I even in frame? I'm looking at what I'm doing and not what I'm filming. Which what I'm doing is probably more important than what I'm filming. Anyway, looking at the calendar, man, I got like 5 or 6 days to get this thing done. I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be a little tough because one of those days there's an auction down by the farm that I want to go to. The one, bought 3 of them off of him, but the one corn sheller parts machine that I have, I bought off of Ronnie. Ronnie's having a, I'm assuming Ronnie's still with us, I don't know. Local auctioneer's doing an auction for Ronnie's stuff. He had several molding tractors. Looking at the online, there's a ZA, a ZT, and I think Ronnie had a 445 utility with a loader on it. So I'm gonna go down. It's next Saturday before the show. So I may take. I've got. If I did a video on it, the one wheel disc, the 10-footer. I may see if I need to measure. If it'll fit on my trailer, I'll probably take it down Saturday. Stop at the auction on the way down. At least get it down to the farm. May not take it to the show. Haven't decided yet. Probably will, just because you get on the trailer and why not? You know. Anyway. Yeah, good times. Nothing quite like the feeling of grinding off a nice coat of paint. This side probably doesn't matter so much. It's the side that has the hose. So the rubber from the hose would conform to the pits and stuff. And it wasn't leaking that I know of. But, yeah. Can you see what that's looking like? Feels pretty good-ish. I don't know. My luck, I'm grinding all the freaking JB Weld out of the pit. It's gonna leak worse than what if I hadn't messed with it. Just hadn't messed with it. This will make me feel better about it anyway. And when I get done, I'll put a couple coats of paint, at least on this end. Don't really want to paint the ends of the O-rings going on. Now the O-ring will up against the metal. Anyway, yeah, as long as I don't move a lot, the pinch in my back doesn't hurt so bad. But man, I gotta tell you, back pain is no fun. Anywho, yeah, this has got to be riveting footage for you guys because I'm just watching what I'm doing. Not, yeah, I guess I'm kind of getting it on film. I don't know. Like, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, whatever. Not in this to make a living, the old YouTube thing. Yeah, actually kind of doing it. Started doing it, so I had video reference when I forgot how I took something apart. I go back and look, oh, well, that's how that goes. I think I'm going to call that good enough for now. Hold on a minute. final steps, 400 grit emery. We'll just, of course, it wants to wrap the wrong way and not cooperate at all. A little bit of this on there. Come on, work with me just a little. Yeah, I'm going to call that pretty good. I don't know. Can't really feel the pits anymore. I don't know. I might have ground it all off when I hit it with the Scotch-Brite. Don't know. Don't care. Get the... No, I think we're... Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh, told you. As long as I don't bend over or move, I'm fine. Don't moving things. It's old age things for the birds. Yeah, we're gonna call it good enough. Get the hose on there and stuff, it'll be fine. I am gonna paint this end again. This end, maybe after we get it on the tractor. I don't know. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. It's gonna be fine. I think. I'm gonna pretend it's gonna be fine. We're gonna pretend it's fine, right? Land to make believe. Yeah, it's smooth and clean and shiny and stuff, mostly enough. Yeah, we'll call that good. Anyway, I'm going to work on touching up the paint and stuff on this. And, yeah, I'll be back. All right, one other thing I did. So there's like this oil supply line that goes up into the rocker arm shaft. Gets this oil from here. This tube I had mentioned earlier. I had this steel rod. I thought it came out of there. I went back. Say, I do some of this just for me. I went back and when I pulled in my video, it's like episode 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there. When I pulled this tube out of the crankcase, that steel rod fell out. So I got it cleaned up. It's back down in there. This is like a connector nut, whatever, that threads down onto that. There is a like a cup washer with a rubber seal. No, I don't even see it. Like down right there, just below that tall nut that seals that tube to this adapter plate thing. So yeah, tomorrow night if I can get yeah, that stuff. If I can get 2 more studs in there, and there, we'll get this. I mean, it's gonna be all thread, but if I can get those on there, probably not gonna have tomorrow night because tomorrow night's the NTPA Tractor Pull at the County Fair. I do want to go to that. But anywho, we'll just have to see. If I get the studs in, we'll get this dropped down, get rocker arms where they belong. We crank it over, adjust valves, do the thing. At some point, I got to move this cabinet somewhere besides right there so that I can get my sandblast cabinet set up. I really need to get it over here more in the middle of the garage because I want to sandblast the carburetor. We may be taking this apart and cleaning this up, and we will probably, if we're going to go, fine, fall down. If we're going to go to the negative ground, we'll have to flip-flop. I think that's negative. Yeah, that's negative. I think I have to flip-flop, just twist the coil 180 degrees so that power coming through the resistor goes to the positive terminal, and then the negative goes to the distributor. I think is what's got to happen. I think that's how that works. I'll have to dig into that. Plug wires are good. I need new plugs. I need to go sit down because my back is really getting tight. I want to get, but like I said, I want to get the carburetor sandblasted, cleaned up, and painted. Fan blades cleaned up and painted. This lower tube here, the sealing surfaces, whatever, those are pretty good on it. So we'll just be able to, when we get ready to put the water pump on, we'll just be able to lube up the O-rings, put the O-rings in, put the tubes in, and put the water pump on. And then once the water pump is on, if I can get the fan blade sandblasted and stuff, get them painted, we can get those on, stuff, hoses. Once the water pump's on, I put the air cleaner back together, get it back on. I don't know, there's a possibility that I could get this done. It's Monday night. I got a week because starting on Tuesday, I'm down at the farm moving stuff to the show. Might be back here to get the camper, take it. I don't know. I gotta check with. But anyway, Jetstar 3. See, the next thing to do is get some all thread cut because I'm not gonna try and cut. I mean, these studs have got like 2 inches of thread up here. It's a 5-inch stud. I'm not cutting 2 inches of thread on a bolt. I'll just buy some all thread, get those in there, get the valves adjusted, whatnot. There's some stuff over there that I want to clean up and paint, but it may not happen. I don't know. It all depends on how done I want to get it or how to the show I want to get it. I'm leaning more toward I've gone this far. I'd rather have it done and make it look right or look better. I did find the oil fill cap, and when I stuck it on there, I realized that was one of the test dummies for when I was trying to decide what color of paint. As you can see, this is like a dark chocolate-ish. This is a caramel. None of it matches. There's no, short of spending $16 per rattle can, there's no good way of getting the right Dyna Brown. And my dad's going to use this tractor. He likes it. He loves it. My son loves it. This is going to be... So I don't see the point of going to a whole lot of expense on a paint job for a tractor that's going to get used and abused. We'll make it look good. I kind of like the darker brown, actually. I don't know. But it's nothing from the bell housing back's getting painted. It's going to look like a work in progress, which it is. I may, at some point, get some of that Rust-Oleum rust reformer gel stuff that Rossi Allerman uses and see if any of the silver will come back on the back wheels. Front wheels, I'll just pull them off and paint them because I don't even think those are Moline wheels. Yeah, anyway, that's where I'm at on the Jetstar 3. Like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies, whatever. I don't care. Not doing it to make money. Unless, you tell your friends and neighbors and enemies, and they all start subscribing and watching all the way to the end, and then I'm not counting on it. But anyway, studs on the rocker arms. I got to get new plugs, clean up the rotor, new wire. Yeah, just stuff. Some sandblasting. Anyway, plenty to do. Not enough time. I'll be back.